Hello and welcome back to some more Indian coins. So these are recent pickups that I have gotten. I also like to collect the older Indian coins. So these from all different periods of India. The earliest one is this punch mark coin, but that's for another video. So what we're looking at here is British India. And the reason why the British India is because they have the British monarch on the obverse side. So all these are the back of the coins, and I have a Sri Lankan coin here to indicate that they did not use British coins at this time. In an earlier period, they probably would have, but Sri Lanka has pretty much used their own currency for about 1,000 years. They did issue coins that are similar to Octopus Man, so the Kola coins. I don't have any on table, so I can't show you. I need to actually rip them out somewhere in another video. So the Sri Lankan coins were 1 rupee equals 100 cents. So that was a decimal currency. And they're different sizes, designs, and different metals. So here we have Edward the 7th. And this one's probably only worth about $1. It's from 1910, so it's over 100 years old, indicating that an old coin is not going to be worth much. So basically, if you've got a $2 from 2021, it's in this condition, it's going to be worth about that much in 100 years' time. So that answers the question about if these coins are going to become valuable. No. So we're getting distracted here. So the breakup of this currency was 1 rupee, which is this big coin, equaled 16 annas, and 1 anna was equal to 4p, which I don't have here. I have a quarter anna, so this is a 1p coin because it's 1 divided by 4. And then we have a pi, so this is a pi coin, Pies. So I don't know what the etymology of this all these denominations are. Safe to say is that these are probably derived from Mughal coins, although they use the paisa instead of anna. So there's a different derivation. But the rupee at this time period is about 500 years old. So this is the smallest coin, but instead of the same 1 pies, they just have 1/12 of an anna. So that's a subdivision, and you need to times that by 16, which I'm not even going to do the maths, to get how many of these you need in 1 rupee. So as you can see, this one's pretty toned, but the condition of it is probably EF. So the toning is actually bad, but the actual coin itself, when you look at it in natural light, doesn't look too bad. Then we have this well-worn coin from, looks like 19, if you look over the monarch, okay, so it's George the 6th. It's well circulated, and these are all probably high mint coins. So this will be 1939. I can see a 9, but this one's a bit hard. Looks like it might be a 3. Actually, that's a 9, it can only be a 3 because there's no 1949. The first coin they issued was 1937. George VI coins, there was no Indian coins dated 1936 for the obvious reason of Edward's abdication. Then we have the 1 anna, and it has different scripts going around. Here we have George V. So you can see they use pretty similar effigy that the United Kingdom and Australia use. Other places like, I think Hong Kong use the same effigy, but the United Kingdom, and they use a different effigy for this guy. And during the Second World War, so that's a copper nickel coin. During the Second World War, they changed the brass to remove the nickel, but the design is pretty much the same. So these were issued in the hundreds of millions because the population of India as well as China has been quite high. They're the two highest countries in terms of population these days. And that's the same in the past. So at this time period, there would have been a few 100 million people alive in India. Okay, then we have, so I don't have any of the 4 annas, but I do have these quarter rupees, which are 4 annas, and I don't have any of the 2 annas as well, which don't seem to be as common. So around about 1940, they reduced the silver content to about 50% silver. That's this one. That's why it looks a bit toned and a bit dull. And this one's about 91% silver. So that's a 1936. So I haven't said any mintages because these are actually quite high. You can find them on Numista. But this coin here is actually very fine to EF condition. It's actually quite good for the price I paid. It's reeded. This one looks like it might have a lamination peel. Need to look at that under the microscope. And so these have a bullion value of about, I think about $2 for that one, about $3 or $4 for that one. So obviously a small silver coin, which it's similar size to the Australian $2 coin. So, but more likely a 5-cent coin from Australia. And as you can see, it has roses. So this, you've got Scotland, you've got Ireland, you've got England, and you've got the lotus for India. So in case you didn't know. Then we have the two high denominations. So we've got half a rupee, 1 rupee, and these ones are about 50% silver. Once again, you can see the design's the same as the quarter rupee. But these ones you can get thick and thin borders around here. And we have Urdu down below, or maybe that's Persian. And once again, on the back you have the effigy, and you've got security rated. So there's some nice silver coins that you can purchase from India. If you wanted to buy one of these, you're probably paying $10 to $20. These ones are about $20. And you can get them in all different time periods, designs, starting from 1862. So here's quite a good one from 1917. I think this one had about 100 million. So not a hard coin to get. Probably a hard coin to get in high grade, because most of these would have been in circulation. And high grade coins are probably harder to get. Very few people at the time in India would have actually saved these, because this being the highest denomination and majority of population being poor, I would say there was no emphasis on actually purchasing or actually keeping these coins. And then we have Hyderabad, so they also issued their own rupees. So this one's, I think, from the 1940s. But it's a lot better design. So I hope this helps you with your coins. So Indian predecimal coins, one of the major predecimal series of the time, because most other countries during this time period had decimalized their currency, and only the UK sphere kept coins and banknotes of a predecimal specification. Anyway, thank you very much and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.